perfume, it's the fruits over there polluting.
Like posted for the things that God has highlighted. He had me like texting it on there, okay?
That loud cologne and perfume, it's the fruits over there polluting the environment. Child, you ain't even got there yet. You smell them. Like, go over there. Why you gotta be that loud? It ain't even talking. What is going on? You know? Giving idolatry a mile away. I ain't got nothing to say to him no more. Lord, come save me. I need help. I need rescue.
Child, that mouth.
So yeah, I'm back very much so humble. Y'all remember that one show, and I was talking about this. I'll put the description box below. But Matilda, what's her name? Dang, we done just to Matilda, Miss Trunchbull. Okay. I gotta drop that down there too. If you give if you give a mouse a cookie, what they gonna ask for, y'all? A glass of milk. That means if you give them a cookie, they gonna ask for a glass of milk, and then when you give them a glass of milk, they gonna ask for a place to stay, and when you give them a place to stay, they gonna ask for some keys. If you give them keys, they gonna ask for some gas. Even yeah, it's your car. But if you give them your car, then they gonna ask for, my God, permission to have it. Listen, child, you ain't got time to be going on no trail or no track or no mouse when you shouldn't even be feeding one anyway, baby. They belong on a track, you know. And so, yeah, I'm going to drop that down below so you can get some of that, because at the same token, it was that movie. It was giving very much so confusion. And I was telling y'all about this when Miss Trunchbull, she kept trying to lead everybody backwards, and everybody was in fear in a classroom, and everybody had to do certain things. Which one of y'all dreams was talking about a classroom? All right, so here we go. So she was talking about, when I come in, I'm the bossy of a bossy. Look at her messing around, bullying the elementary kids just like Angelica.
In this classroom, I am God.
Say it again.
She said, in this school, in this classroom, I am God.
Okay, we rebuke, cast down, wipe down. We rebuke, cast down, denounce, heal, and cancel out. That's what I meant to say. Girl ain't perfect, but I came to tell you who is, which is Jesus. Okay, we rebuke, cancel, and denounce divination. Going somewhere, you ain't nobody's God. Who's God to think he is? Go watch that movie, God Is Not Dead, y'all. I really love it. It's on YouTube. Y'all can find it. And it's free right now, so go watch it. Thank me later. God says in Luke 11:21. When a strong man fully armed guards his estate, his possessions are secure. Okay? Let's see if we can find it in the King James Version. I love King James Version. When a strong man armed keepeth his palace, his goods are in peace. Okay? So when you keep Jesus in your house, in your temple, as you dwell and not make treasure your, earthly, possessions, your home, then baby, your home be heaven. And so you literally keep Jesus like it's everything you need, everything you belong to you. You don't want nothing that don't come with it. Anything that tries to come against you has got to come against God. Don't matter what it did to scare you. Don't matter what it did to do with the peekaboo. None of that, baby. God gonna fight your battles, and he's gonna show up, and it's gonna look like blessed every time. So by the time they come back around and see what happened after they done did what they done did, rather than it was the enemy provoking somebody else's, flesh that's in sin to do certain things against you, as you choose to love your enemy, as you choose to forgive them, my God, God says do good to those who, mistreat you. Hashtag and go watch God's Not Dead too. I didn't see all of that one. So. She said basically she'd rather be judged by God than judged by the world. Because they be judging beyond what they can see, but they barely can see, child. And you know how I know? Because literally, the world was given over to Satan to put blinders on the people. So how is y'all trying to tell me it's giving the blind leading the blind? And how y'all trying to tell somebody how to do anything leads? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like when you ain't got everything going on together in your life, and you under all type of attacks that they can't even explain. But see, they sitting over here judging your story from the outside in, and they're sitting over here telling, well, you should have did this and you did that wrong, and you should have bought you a house, but you should have got this and da-da-da. But baby, you ain't seeing, and you over here with a merit. Oh, all right, we ain't going there. But you know what? Don't be in no idolatry, no adultery. You got to come away from fornication, and you got to come away from seeking counsel of the world and going to get the counsel of the Holy One, so that you don't go into the fruits that are mixed logic, because they'll sit you in a classroom that sit to confusion, and you start actually sitting and thinking about these thoughts in your mind, and they're reminiscent, and that's the enemy. Now he's got you, and so he's talking to you, and now you're trying to figure out which one is the voice of God and the Holy One and your voice, and baby, it's which one was the problem and the solution, which was the answer. And you remember when Matilda and them, they was in a classroom, they was like, I know how to spell difficulty, and it was like, Mrs. D, Mrs. I, Mrs. FF, kept going and kept going. Who knows it?
Mrs. G, Mrs. I, Mrs. FF, I, Mrs. C, Mrs. U, Mrs.
LTY. Okay, and she told him, be quiet. What are you doing? Talking about Silas. Okay, why are all these people married? She telling y'all she don't want marriage. She telling y'all, first of all, they're children in the first place. She telling y'all that she want disruption towards a, logical standpoints of them spelling or being good or, them being innocent. She wants to take from that. Y'all see these programs very much so giving wicked fruits, but who keep turning their eye and turning their head towards what they seeing and just to laugh about it, And so if you're going to laugh with Christ, but if you ain't laughing with Christ, then who you laughing with? Because there are demons that want to laugh at you. Y'all remember when Nancy kept talking about everybody had to risk their lives just to save her from going over to a place she shouldn't have probably been in the first place. Why are y'all following danger? Because God said you're supposed to be shooing evil. That means to run in the opposite direction of anything that's dark.